Hi there, thank you for joining me today. My name is Pierre Vang. Previous video, I have shown you how I make my fly. Today, I'm going to show you how I do my setup. And for my fly setup, I'm going to use a river rag. And for a fishing line, this is where I use a 8-pound test line from Cabela's Pro line. And as you can see here, this is the line that I used for many years, and I have shared with a lot of friends, and everybody likes it. And I believe you use it, you'll like it too. So this is the fishing line I use, and they came in 4 different colors. When I go fishing, this is what I need: a 5 feet medium weight ugly stick and a medium reel. This is perfect for big fish or little fish. And besides, I don't have to worry about taking them apart. And I'm a kind of an ugly stick kind of guy. I have this baby for the last 14 years, and I beat her up pretty good, and she's still working good for me. This is how I did my setup. This easy way to know how long I need a line for is just the whole. This is for 2 fly. Whole stretch of my arm. And on this size, by doing that, this is my main line, this is my extending line. I'm going to put these two together, parallel together, as you see here, and I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to go 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, fix them good, and then pull nicely together, and now you got one good extension here, as you can see there. All right. So this is my main line, and I'm using a pencil sinker. This is perfect. It's a 3/4 sinker for fly fishing. I don't want to go too far or too close. At least probably about 3 inches away from where my extension is. Knock her tight. Trim them off. That's what it's gonna look like. For my sinker, my extended line. The next step I do is bring this all the way to the top, to the tip of my fishing pole, so I know exactly where my other extension line I'm going to be used. All right, for my other extension line, I want to get not too long, about a little past your chest. And here, I want to make sure stay away from the sinker. So I want at least about 3 inches down. I do the same thing, parallel my line together, do my little loop, go in there. All you need to do is 3 times, no more, no less. It'll be good enough. All right, so knock them together slowly. Make sure they stay nice and good, tight together. There it is. And now you got your branch. Now I will put my first fly. And tie him. And as you can see, there you go. my sucker fly. Tie the same way. I don't know, everybody use different kind of knot. It's just a knot I use all the time. Go down and trim it off. And now it's done. This is what you get. So you got your sinker, your first fly, your second fly, and another thing is, depending what state you're in, you have to look at your regulation. Where I am, I can use 2 fly. I know a lot of states, they only allow you to use 1 fly. So be careful and check out your regulation, all right? So this is my setup for my fly. You see how long it is? Some people might think, oh God, that's too long, but this is how it is. You want your fly to stay away from each other, and when the fish bite, you'll catch 2 at a time, and you don't know what's what yet till you actually see it. And this is my setup for flies. Now I'm going to teach you I'm going to show you one of my setup for bait. I'm going to have to cut this off. Alright, for my setup, for my bait, I do the same thing but just a little shorter. I cut a line about, I would say about 18 inches. And the main line here. I do the same thing about from the bottom here, it's about 8 inches. Do the same thing, parallel my 2 lines together. Make a circle loop, go inside 3 times. That's plenty. 2 and 3, and just pull them nice together. That. I'm gonna go a little further up. There we go. And there you go. As you can see. All right. There it is. Now, when I do set up for a bait, I use a belt sinker. It's a little heavier. It's sitting at the bottom. Better. And there you see it, right there. So when it sit, it's gonna be like that. Now I put my plain hook, where you're gonna put your bait or whatever you want to put it in. Normally like to put mineral in there. And there she is. See? So when you throw it in, your sinker will be sitting at the bottom. Your minnow will be running around so the fish can see it. Otherwise, you have it in the bottom and the sinker on top. What it does is the sinker is just going to take your bait and bury it down the bottom. So a fish is not going to be able to see it. But this is one of the other setup that I use, and it's really effective and easy to tie it together. So it'll guarantee you that if there's fish in there, you will catch them. All right, here's my 2 simple setup for fly and bait. I hope you like it. I hope it'll help you. And if you like it, thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, because now you're going to see me in action in the river. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the technique how to use a fly in the river. So stay tuned and don't forget to watch my next video because I'll be down the river. Thank you for watching.